But we're very honored and really excited that we've got Nosipo who will be presenting a bit about their research, what they do, or any kind of design related projects. And the aim or objective of this is just to introduce you guys or expose you to diverse research areas that could possibly be of interest to you, things that you might want to explore further within your own honors research and throughout this year. Um, so please do feel free to ask any questions. I think this is a good opportunity just to gain as much insights, maybe, you know, recommendations on resources that could be helpful to you. So please do take advantage of these 90 minutes that we have.
Hello everybody, my name is Nos Motsamai and now I am slightly nervous but very excited to be sharing on who I am, what I do and what I'd like to say to you. I hope everybody's Friday is going okay and that what I have to share will be valuable to you. Okay, so as I said, my name is Nosipo Motsamai. I'm an artistic creative director for my own label called Nos Companies. The name of this presentation is called On Principle. And the idea, I'm using my label as a case study, but I'm here to talk about the interior self, on emotion self, and the highest pursuit. This is meant to encourage you as you go into the year, as you take on this endeavor doing your honors. It's not a small feat. It's not something that's meaningless. It adds to the tapestry of fashion in this country. And I just want to encourage that as a designer myself. So a little bit about Nos Companies. Nos Companies is an artisanal high fashion sportswear label. It's centered on the transcendence of the human spirit and full expression of the maximum highest. What I want to highlight about this, something that was a key takeaway. So each descriptor in this presentation comes with a takeaway, an idea that we want to pass on as we share about ourselves and our journey. On this one, the first thing I want to say to you is that you have what it takes. We ask you to please explore yourself, to trust what you can't see, and to do whatever you find to do earnestly to represent that. You are a solution and you are a strength. So in 2024, Nos Companies, we held our inaugural presentation independently during Paris Fashion Week in Paris, France. It was a transcendental first year for us. We accomplished so many feats, also including winning the African Fashion Development Initiative grant, our first prize in our first year for our first collection. For our ability to translate, to communicate emotion, storytelling, the feats that we had made in the first year. We showed through the support of personal friendships, family, and smaller businesses to realize this first note in a lifelong commitment to art. The takeaway from this is that your dreams are real. I started Nos Companies without a website. I sold things that weren't in production. I had 500 followers on an Instagram page, but I was incessant about what I wanted to communicate and the caliber at which I wanted to perform, the things I wanted to introduce to the South African fashion landscape. So the second point speaking to that is that your dreams are real. My first collection was called Divine Intervention. The third thing that I want to say after reminding you and reiterating that your dreams are real, that your purpose for being there is not to just complete some requisite, but rather to be a catalyst, to be an instrument of this thing that you are passionate about, to remind you of your core self, your teenage self, the you that was so passionate at its purest about what you're currently doing. Your dreams are real and they are a privilege to have, which I would like you to encourage to be resilient in. We ask you to be resilient. We ask you to keep reaching back. We ask you to breathe deep and keep encouraging yourself. yourself. Your dreams are real. Lastly, speaking on the third thing that I, through Nos Companies, would like to communicate to the honors student is that I would like to ask you to stay the course. I don't know a lot of the faculty now, but I used to attend UJ. I was in the Bachelor of Arts Fashion Design when Desiree was still there. And it was a tumultuous journey for me. But I decided that I was going to stay the course and honor myself, no matter the storms, no matter what restraints I had experienced in my time there, you know. And I'd like to pass that same sentiment on, that in this year, stay the course. In the time that you are doing this honor, stay the course. I'll talk a bit about our next course, going into where we're looking to and what we've accomplished since our first year. Our next stage. I haven't done a proper bio, but I'm currently the creative director to Boomstar QTJ, as well as classical pianist Keenan Mayhem. I will be showing my second collection, Harmonies, again in June. Our second collection, also to commemorate our first collection, we had our very first PR arts activation and an effort that we took in stimulating arts patronage and also showing other designers, other labels, other artists, you know, a kind of higher way to engage the arts, one that encourages positive engagement, meaningful engagement, patronage, support, and the consort. Nos Companies is a clothing label, but it is also an arts organ as well as an institute and an actual collector of art. We have 3 pieces. So anyway, not to talk too much about that, we had our first PR event sponsored in part by the Market Theatre and supported by QDJ and Amakokoko Sounds. And in that, in staying the course, we want to say, learn yourself, trust yourself, allow yourself to change and grow. Hold on and keep reaching. You are guaranteed. Okay, so the 3 points: you have what it takes, your dreams are real, and stay the course. I would like to close this by inviting the students and the guests, the attendees, to just say some affirmations with me. This is a mini mantra. We would like to say to you, use your words for help, for healing, and for the advancement of fashion design the globe over. And with that, I hope I'm still audible. Please just repeat after me. You can take a deep breath. And we're just going to say some mantras for people who are shaping the future. Please do repeat this after me. I am the architect of my destiny, and I build it with intention, intentional, positive actions. I am the architect of my destiny, and I build it with intentional, positive activations. Deep breath. The next one. My daily choices shape my future, and I choose to invest in my growth today. I am not bound by my past. I am defining my future with a new story. My daily choices shape my future, and I choose to invest in my growth today. I am not bound by my past. I am defining my future with a new story. The last one. I choose the hard that grows me. I choose the hard that grows me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nos, for that. Very inspiring. And I really hope that the students can carry that through into their research and into their honors year. And I think the importance of, you know, what they bring to the broader fashion landscape is of value. And I think just that reminder is very important. So thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're basically at a point where we can open up for questions and answers. So students, is there any questions you may have for